Okay, I'm Stephanie Hubbard, and I'm talking about my internship with United Families International. They're an organization that helps support families, and I worked with the Utah chapter. So this internship, I took Family 460 Child Family Advocacy from Brother Rarick, and I just fell in love with the class. I wanted to advocate, and I wanted to be heavily involved, and so I talked to him about possible internship opportunities, and he gave me the information to contact Laura and Rosemarie, and I emailed them and said I was interested, and they requested more information about myself, and then they gave me the internship and said they were happy to have me. I will say that I think that taking the advocacy course is very important. It's not required. They're not going to require it, but I do think that that class will be very valuable to know if that's the kind of internship you're looking for, if that's something you want to be involved in, because um, you'll know if that's something you want to do or you don't want to do just in that class. So it's not required, but I do highly recommend you take that class before you do the internship. So Rosemarie Murray is the supervisor. She's the president of the United Families Utah, so she's the one that would be working with you. I did my internship, like I said, at the Utah State Capitol. There are 4 different internships with United Families International, and I did mine at the Capitol. It's Monday through Thursday from 9 to 4. The hours aren't really set. It's kind of how your schedule works. Let's kind of come around this time every day, and sometimes we were there longer, sometimes we were there shorter. You do need to live in Utah. You don't need to be from Utah, but you do need to live there. And then you also need to be able to commute and get to the Capitol every day, whether that be by tracks or driving yourself. The only other thing with this internship is that it's during the 7-week legislative session, which runs through mid-January to mid-March. So if you can't do your internship during the winter semester, I would recommend doing one of the other United Families International internships, just because this one is only through January and March. So that's kind of something to think about if you're looking into doing the internship. Okay, so what we did, if you're familiar with bills and legislative sessions and how that works, basically a bill is something a senator or representative wants to see made into a law. So what we did is we searched through all the bills that they had and all the bills that were coming up before the session and search for anything that would affect families. So we would just search in different terms, such as child, marriage, gender, sex, divorce, anything like that. We would search, and if the bill related to those subjects, then we would research it more, and we would kind of see if this is something we wanted to take on or something we wanted to leave alone and just kind of let someone else do. And a lot of the education bills we let go of just because there were so many of those. So we made a list of all the bills we supported and opposed, and then we would attend their committee meetings. And the committee meeting is a place where the public and organizations can voice their opinion and state why they want to see this made into a law, or say why they don't want it to be made into a law. And so we would prepare what we call elevator speeches. These are just like little 3-minute segments of why you want to see this bill or why you don't want to see this bill. And so we would have the opportunity to come before the committee, and we would have 3 minutes to very tactfully and very persuasively state how we felt about the bill, and hopefully that they would listen to us and see our perspective and vote no, or they'd vote yes based on kind of what we wanted to see done there. If the bill did pass, we would then write blue and green notes to the senators, representatives, and kind of say, no, we don't want you to vote for this bill, please vote no because of this, or we would say, please vote yes because of this. Other times we would ask them to come out and talk to us, just because maybe we had a question on the bill, we didn't know what it was doing or didn't understand it all the way. So our job basically was to lobby. They don't have time to research and do search all the information on the bills. They don't have the time to do that. They're so busy. So our job is to kind of persuade them and give them information and tell them why we want the bill, why we don't want the bill, and how it's going to impact our families and our society. A couple of other things we did. We searched for other issues in the media. If we would see something that impacted the family or impacted Utah families, we would email or fight for that cause as well. And at the end of the session, we were able to give out Friend of the Family awards. We're not the most popular organization. A lot of people disagree with what we fight for, unfortunately. And so if a senator or representative supported us or kind of took our side on things, we felt that we should support them and show our appreciation for that. So we'd give them little Friend of the Family awards for what they did, and that was really fun because they really appreciated that. A couple other bonuses with my internship. We held a marriage rally, and I'll talk about that more. But I also had the opportunity to go to the United Nations with UFI and BYU-Idaho. That was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and if you're interested in that, I would talk to Brother Eric. I don't know if this is something they do every year or not, but that is an incredible experience as well. So we had a Stand for Marriage rally at the beginning of the session, and we just basically had this rally for people to come and support Amendment 3, stating that marriage is between a man and a woman. And we had a couple of speakers come, and a lot of them had homosexual backgrounds or knew someone that was homosexual, and they still felt that this was between a man and a woman. And it was just really great to see everyone come together and support something that we all believed in. And there were protesters there, and that was really interesting to see that. And it just was a great eye-opener to me to see that Utah really does believe in marriage between a man and a woman. So that was awesome experience. The few differences that I made and something that you could contribute to the internship is, since we all live in a different area, we each have a different senator or representative and from a different district. And they were more likely to listen to you just because you are their constituent, you are the person they represent, and they want you to vote for them again. So coming up to them and saying, I'm your constituent, please vote no, they were more likely to vote no rather than just saying, I'm a resident of Utah, please vote no, just because they do represent you and they want to vote for what you want. Another thing was that we each grew up from different homes, we each grew up different places, and we have different backgrounds, and that gave us the ability to have different perspectives. So when we were talking about issues and we were talking about what concerned us about different things, we were able to kind of take in every possible angle that we could to have the strongest argument. So that was really helpful. And then also we're young. They love the young people. They want to hear from the young people because we're the ones that these bills impact. They want, if we say no, they're more likely to say no because we said no, not because a 50-year-old woman, that's lived here all her life said no. Just because these are the bills that really impact us, and they want to hear from our generation. So that helped a lot, I think, too. I gained so much from this internship. I don't even know where to begin. I first gained a ton of confidence. I didn't think I could do this. I think this is way over my head, and I didn't have anything to say that was important. But they listened. They really did listen to what I had to say, and I think a lot of differences were made just because of what I had to say and what our organization had to say. So that gave me a lot of confidence to know that what I was doing helped a lot. I also learned a lot. I learned how this legislative session works. I learned about different perspectives and different arguments that people make for reasons of why they support different causes. I also had increased desire. I know without a doubt this is what I want to do with my life. This is what I need to do, and I want to do it. I just feel like this is my calling in life, and that just is great for me to realize that. And I also gained a lot of friends and built a lot of networks just with other organizations, and that's always a plus when you're trying to figure out what you want to do with your future, to be able to meet new people and to be able to learn about what's out there. That's really helpful as well. Would I recommend this internship? I would definitely recommend this internship. It was a life-changing experience, and I learned so much about the process and about myself and everything that I just loved it. I was afraid. I didn't like politics, and I didn't want to be political or into any of that stuff. I didn't like how argumentative it is, but I realized that you don't need to be political. You don't need to be super into politics to do this. It's something that you'll learn as you go on, and you don't have to be into everything. You can just be involved in the family issues, not all the other issues. And yeah, you don't have to be political. It's something you shouldn't be afraid of. And yeah, you'll gain lots of new relationships and friends, and it's just a great opportunity. I don't think you'll get anywhere else. So definitely recommend it. If you have any questions, talk to Brother Rick, like I said earlier, and he can get you to wherever you feel like you need to go. Good luck!